You're referring to a Famiclone, a handheld or console-based clone of the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, typically featuring a variety of preloaded games. Here's a revised alternative development timeline for a Famiclone arcade handheld console, like the Mercury Game Boy Clone Arcade Fun 200 games in one, based on a more accurate scope and purpose. 2019, Initial Concept and Planning. Q1-Q2 2019, Concept Development. The idea for a portable Famiclone is developed, targeting nostalgic NES fans with a console that includes 200 preloaded games, likely built from open-source NES emulators or pre-existing game libraries. Research and licensing. Researching popular games that are suitable for the Famiclone console, while considering copyright constraints. Famiclones often use game libraries from older NES games or unlicensed clones. Team formation. Assembling a team of engineers for hardware, software developers for emulation, and designers for the user interface and console aesthetics. Q3-Q4 2019, Hardware Planning. Designing the hardware to closely resemble or function like the NES, including a controller layout similar to the NES, with considerations for size, weight, screen, if handheld, and power. Emulator development. Work begins on creating or customizing the NES emulator that will power the console, ensuring compatibility with the selected game library. Initial prototype. Building the first version of the Famiclone handheld or console, starting with a basic, low-cost design with a clear focus on functionality. 2020, Prototyping and Game Selection. Q1-Q2 2020, Game Selection, choosing 200 games to include on the device, focusing on a mix of well-known NES titles, clones, and potentially some unlicensed games. Prototype testing. Testing the initial prototype for performance, hardware compatibility, user experience, and ergonomics. Evaluating how well the 200 games run on the system, checking for lag, sound glitches, or screen quality issues. Q3-Q4 2020, Software refinement. Updating the emulator software to handle a large number of games, 200, with a smooth interface and improving features like save states or game categorization. Hardware improvements. Refining the design based on early user feedback to improve comfort, reliability, and user interface, such as adding a bigger screen, better button responsiveness, and more. Game list finalization. Finalizing the selection of games, ensuring no copyright conflicts and that the games are appropriately mapped to the device's capabilities. 2021, Production and Mass Testing. Q1-Q2 2021, Final Hardware Design. Finalizing the production design, including packaging, console branding, and button layout. The goal is to offer a nostalgic yet comfortable experience. Testing feedback. Conducting broader testing to ensure the games perform correctly, the console is durable, and there are no serious software or hardware issues. Q3-Q4 2021, Manufacturing Kickoff. Beginning mass production of the Famiclone units. The goal is to create enough inventory for a successful launch, ensuring quality control measures are in place. Retail setup. Setting up partnerships with retailers or establishing an online store to sell the product directly to consumers. 2022, Marketing and Pre-Launch. Q1-Q2 2022, Marketing Campaign. Developing marketing materials focused on retro gaming, nostalgia, and a wide range of included games. Early promotions through social media, influencers, and crowdfunding platforms to gauge interest. Packaging. Retail design. Finalizing packaging for both retail and online sales. Emphasizing the 200 game feature and the console's affordability as key selling points. Q3-Q4 2022, Pre-orders and early sales. Launching a pre-order campaign and initial sales through selected platforms. Offering early bird deals or exclusive color options to attract early adopters. Product launch event. Organizing an event or online promotion to celebrate the official release of the Famiclone console, possibly through gaming conventions, online events, or partnering with retro gaming communities. 2023, Launch, Distribution, and Updates. Q1 2023, Official Launch. the console officially hits the market. Distribution begins to online stores and local retailers, focusing on countries with high retro gaming demand. User feedback collection, gathering initial feedback on user experience, game performance, and product quality. A focus on identifying any potential issues with game compatibility, hardware defects, or user interface design. Q3 2023, post-launch updates, addressing any issues discovered after launch, such as firmware updates for smoother emulation, bug fixes, or enhancing the overall user experience. Expanding market reach, widening distribution to other countries and expanding marketing efforts to reach a broader audience. Customer engagement, actively engaging with fans and customers via social media, running contests, or encouraging feedback for potential future updates. Q4 2023, assessing demand for future models, reviewing the success of the launch and determining if there is potential for future iterations, such as a more advanced Famiclone with more games, better graphics, or additional features, like multiplayer support or connectivity options. Community building, strengthening the fan community around the console, leveraging online platforms for retro gaming communities, fan mods, or user-created content. This timeline focuses on the development of a Famiclone console, which would include a library of 200 games, and emphasizes the phases of hardware design, software emulation, marketing, and post-launch support, from 2019 through 2023. For many,